I made a video about Ableton Live 12 and how we can tune this DAW down from 440 Hz to 432 Hz. And people were asking me, hey, how can I do this in old Ableton Live version? For example, Ableton Live 11. And so the answer to this question is the Max for Live instrument Microtuner. And so this instrument allows you to have basically a very similar feature like in Ableton Live 12, but also in the old version. And even if you have Live 12, it can be a pretty nice plugin to experiment around with. You can still install it into your Ableton and still have all these features because it works a little bit differently than this built-in tuning feature. So first step, you go to the Ableton website, you get the Microtuner right here. You download this version for Live 11 if you're on the old version. Then you get to this one and you double click here. Of course, you need to have Ableton open. And then, okay, in my case, it says it's already installed because I already did the install. But usually it says here that everything worked successfully. Check if you don't have this in blue. That was the case for me. Then it's gray and that means you're not logged in. So first just log into your account. Then you get the license to download this for free. And then basically you go to the packs already here. And then you can put in Microtuner. Let's have a look here. Okay, and yeah, here are different, this is a different one, but we need this one here, Microtuner. And so we drag that in front of a different instrument, a different MIDI instrument right here. So that's basically how it looks. And now what we want to do is we generate everything from scratch. So we don't need any file here. So we click on generator A. And now what we need to do is change the bass frequency. Because right now, when I press an A, then you see, okay, we're on 440 Hertz. And so when we go down to 258, for example, then you can see we're already a little bit lower. So now we just try her out. 432. Okay, so 257 would already work. If you want it super precise, then we can go to 0.9. Ah, still not fully. So then we take the middle, 8.5, that's it. So when you put in 256.85, you get exactly 432 Hertz here on the A. And so what this plugin is doing is basically pitching all the tones down for this change in frequency. That's how it sounds like with the Microtuner on. Without. So you can clearly hear the difference here. Very important, there are people that say, yeah, you're not changing the temperament here. So it's not really 432 Hertz. That's correct. In this case, we're just changing the concert pitch. So yeah, we're just changing the 440 Hertz to 432 Hertz. That's the easy version, where we're still using the equal temperament. And that allows you then to also use these other options that I already spoke about in my last video, where when you're not using a built-in Ableton Live sound, like for example this one, or if you go to different ones here under sounds, you can use all of these. You can just drag it in. You can hear it's still working. But when you're using an external VST, for example, Serum or all other plugins, or also when you're just recording things with audio, you need to do this manual tuning to change the tuning or the global tune of each VST. And also when you're recording things, you want to change the cents of this waveform minus 32 cents. And with that, you also get this lower concert pitch. So these are all the things that still work in Ableton Live 11. I already spoke about it in the other video, so I will just link that and then you can have a look here. And that's it. That's how you can tune your old Ableton Live version as well to 432 Hz. Bye bye.